Absolutely.
I don't know.
I can't.
Sometimes silly little things like that get you out of self.
Yeah. And we really need to, and I've really worked on, and one of the things out of um my problems and things is to accept to not expect. And
Hmm.
and that's what, that's a little thing that I find myself, if I do put myself in that situation, it can cause upset because it didn't go how you wanted it to or thought it should go or whatever. But this truly was, you're absolutely right. Virginia, we saw it. We were places and because it was this route, we would drive into a town and out of a town, all these teeny tiny little places. So and the lined streets or the lined route with those trees reminded me of like we were going like a very wealthy person's driveway. Do you know what kind of place I mean by that?
Absolutely.
And it was just beautiful, and I thought of you because you really, it's just like you're saying. So I that's pretty cool. And by the way, never knew about that lake. Tell me about it.
Seneca Lake it's down. It's literally 90 minutes straight down 77 to Senecaville, and it's one of the prettiest. It's a man-made lake, but it's been around for God knows how long. And she has, her and her family have a cabin down there. Well, it's basically a house. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
not a cabin,
Sure.
but and it's so quiet. Like it's like a whole. It's in a whole neighborhood of people. They go down there. A lot of people spend their summers down there. A lot of people just weekends, and it's like when we were kids. They sleep with the doors open,
Oh
the
wow.
windows open. They'll sleep on the front porch. Everybody waves to each other when they drive by. I'm like, where are we? It's like the Twilight Zone, you know. And it's
Yes.
amazing. And yes, and it was so enlightening. It was one of them for the moment things. Jump in the car, let's go. 90 minutes away. Pack some stuff in the cooler out, deuces. And it was so fun. And we laughed and belly laughed and made turkey sandwiches and cut up watermelon and went on the boat the entire day. And I got completely baked. It was amazing. You know, all those pictures. There's a ton of pictures on Facebook.
I did
You
see
know,
that. I
and
mean, it's
yeah, that was for the moment. We're out.
wow. That's nice that you have the ability to do that. And sometimes, I know Tim was telling me about that's where him and his brother go fishing, and that's why I asked you more about it because and what the way that what you do, because I is that where I mean I don't think I've been there, and I
It's south of Tappan Lake. Tappan Lake is there off 250. You just keep going down south. It's literally 90 minutes from the falls where I live. And she's all three of them. All three of us live in the falls.
okay.
And we had one car share came down through and swooped me up and swooped her up and down the road we went.
That's
You know,
awesome.
it was 90 minutes straight down the road,
I don't
straight down 77.
I don't think we do enough of it to where as and out there in the universe where people just say let's go do this and people have they're well how are we gonna like you said you just pulled it together, you guys got a cooler, you got this, and you were on your way. And we do overplan, I think, and overthink certain situations and such. One of the places that we were, I actually, I wanted to promote it. Not that it needs any promoting, but you mentioned how people say hi to each other and everything down there. There's a place called Doc Taylor's, and it's in Virginia Beach. And we went there for breakfast one morning for brunch, and first of all, it's a minimum 40-minute wait. It seems to be no matter what time you show up, and no one cares. There's the restaurant part, so they took these houses and turned them into restaurant and bar, and on the one side that, oh, it's going to be a 40-minute wait for the food. Okay, fine. You go right next door and there's a bar. And I know that probably isn't the right thing to be talking about, but I'm going for it. People just start, and everybody's just happy, go lucky. Hey, how's Bev doing? And I saw your daughter down at and they just all talk and slap backs and everything. But they're having cocktails in the morning. And then
Mm-hmm.
you go right
They're on
next
vacation.
and you go right next door and you get the most amazing, breakfast food sandwiches, a real good greasy spoon. In the second
Yes.
part where the restaurant is, the kitchen's wide open. You can sit and watch them cook. You can sit up and belly up against a bar, and then they have all these tables and such. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because, Virginia Beach is huge. It's a city. It's got people
Mm-hmm.
coming from all over the world. Every nationality
It's a
was,
naval port.
yeah, naval, yep. Everybody's there from everywhere, and it's small town. Everybody was so nice. Everybody waves.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, it was really, really cool. It was a great vacation. Walking down the boardwalk where right before the 4th of July fireworks, and I'm not kidding you, every nation was there. And everybody was just so kind and nice, and we're all there celebrating the fireworks at the same time. It was really cool, really cool. But that big city, small town feel happens there, and
Mm-hmm.
especially at Doc Taylor's. And it was an awesome, awesome time.
Well, people think that's lost in America, and it's not. You're
Yeah.
just not looking for it. You're not around it. You're not seeing it. And that's where you get staying at home. And you get stagnant, and you're around the negativity all the time. It's going to make you negative.
Mhm.
Got to get out there amongst them. We did okay, just like you're talking about fireworks. We were literally at my house, a group of us,
Mhm.
messing around all day. Throwing knives at a board that Matt and I built, and having a good old time talking, yapping it up, and ate food. And come time for fireworks, we're all stuffing into two cars because we didn't want to, try to find a place to park so the minimum amount of vehicles. It's hot as all get out, and we
Yeah.
get out, we parked X amount of, probably close to a mile away. It was downtown Akron,
Oh my gosh.
and by the
Some
time we
things never
huffed at the lock
change.
3, by the time all of us huffed at the lock 3, we were all soaking wet and sweat and whatever, just sitting there and just watching the fireworks, like, It was a moment. It was fun. It was fun to go do that. It wasn't, having the, so many people are so vain and lazy. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'm not walking that far. I'm not getting that hot. I'm not going to be uncomfortable. What the hell?
Yeah.
Shoot, when we were kids, you'd have ran a country mile to see one firecracker go off. I mean, it's just, why change so much? Like I said, and then you get to see, like you said, the little towns like that, and then that in Virginia Beach. It's amazing. It is so fun, and it's relieving.
It is. It is. And you're absolutely right. Getting out there, getting in the mix, it also gives you perspective. We had in our hotel a guy in a wheelchair, and there wasn't even, he did not even have hips. Like, he was in this wheelchair that looked like he was from the waist down. It was gone. And something as dramatic as that to just the rawest, what I would call scruffy, maybe a long beard, long hair, really suntan and brown. And you look in that guy's eyes, and he looks, it's just a picture of relaxed. He
Mm-hmm.
had joy in his eyes, and they're just hanging out in this coastal place. And you just start looking at all that, and huge, huge families meeting there and playing games on the beach. And I see, here I go again. I'm getting goosebumps talking about it because you do get lost, Todd. You get lost, all caught up in your own place, in your own bubble. And when you go out there, you go, yeah, this is pretty damn cool. I mean, it really. Gina was trying to put the umbrella in the sand, and which is always a game, always joy. But she really does do a very good job. But anyways, this woman shows up behind her with a rubber mallet, and she says, "Here." She just handed it to her, and
Yeah.
Gina kind of, was pounding, and she goes, "Here, I'll help you." And she just slammed it right on that umbrella, and she, just showing her exactly what to do and how to do it and how hard, and that people want to help each other. I mean, it was really a good time.
Bev, I think you should plan a trip with the girls to Hawk Junction.
Oh my gosh, black flies and everything. I told them, see,
Right.
what we did is I have a very small car. I have a little Dodge Dart, and they were like, "Mom, this is a long ride. We're a little bit bigger now. I don't know if we can cram up in that back seat." And they were pulling all that kind of stuff. Well, and to that, I mean, we are four women, so where were we going to put our luggage? Because it's a smaller truck.
Not enough room for Gina to take selfies.
Yeah, exactly. So I rented a car, and which was a little bit bigger in size and stuff, and to get us there. And sure enough, I show up, and I brought too much. They can't get there. I had a bag for this, a bag of this, and it was just, oh my God. It's like you need what? A couple of pairs of shorts, bathing suits, and go. But I overpacked, but you should have seen us. I mean, Katie took all my stuff out, packed that trunk like it was, just so precise. She apparently gets that from her dad. And then our luggage cart for the hotel was packed all the way up and included things hanging on it. So we probably yes, we probably we probably overdid it a bit on the packing, but I swear to you, I think I wore all of my outfits.
You probably would have left until you did wear them all. Yeah. I packed it. I'm wearing them.
All layered, 6 different pairs of pants. Oh, my goodness.
It's 90 out. I don't care. I'm wearing it.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, here's the thing. You and I both... What?
We're time-wise.
I know. I'm just saying. Okay, so thank you, Todd. Todd and I are of the same family, and we don't know how to say goodbye, and we talk too long and overdue. But I wanted to be sure that you were on, and I'd love to have you back on Thursday or Friday, whichever one works for you. Because I really want to talk...
do it.
What?
What? Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
when? You say.
I don't care if Thursday or Friday is fine.
All right. So tomorrow we will have Todd back. And because we get talking and about these different things. And I always like a takeaway with the show. But the one thing I really do want to be able to talk about, Todd, is the stuff that you're working on. Let's talk tomorrow a little bit more about Hope United. And, really get into some of that kind of stuff. But the problem with us is if we are from this same fabric where we get to talking and the next thing you know, time has flown by. Today I have to go so I can be at work on time. I'm going to be training. So I need to get going. But I really want to thank you for your time and everything that you're doing. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Todd.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
So
for allowing me to do that.
Yeah, I'm honored. You know that that you take the time to be here in the morning with me, and we'll be on time tomorrow. We will be up and ready. Technology kind of held us up a little bit today, but it wasn't anything that my air quote IT department couldn't fix for us. So just really happy that Tim was able to kind of pinch hit and got everything up and running the way it should be. But thanks so much, Todd. And we will be back tomorrow with Todd, and we'll do some talking about other stuff. Hey, you guys, if it's for the greater good and you're afraid to do it anyways. We call that courage. You know, there's a lot we can be doing, and mainly just finding a way to care and love one another. And by the way, I know what it's like to be lonely. I know what it's like to feel unloved. Don't forget, if you are feeling